Hey everyone, my name's Ali and welcome back to my channel, Mindful Living. If you're interested in unique recipe ideas, gardening, and finding joy in the ordinary like me, then be sure to subscribe to my channel as I upload new videos every week. So, with spring just around the corner, I wanted to share with you all the best vegetables to grow in your container garden for spring and summer. These are 5 different plants I have grown successfully in my container garden, and these plants work really well if you have limited space like me. For reference, I started everything from seed indoors, and I am currently growing on my balcony located in Canada in Zone 6. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with plant number 1, which is tomatoes. For tomatoes, you will need full sun between 6 to 8 hours a day. Tomatoes thrive in temperatures from 18 to 30 degrees Celsius, and they are also heavy feeders, so you want to make sure that you are fertilizing your plants regularly. You want to use a fairly large-sized container for growing tomatoes with proper drainage, at least 18 inches wide, and with tomatoes, the bigger the better. You will want to use a tomato cage as well as they grow, so you have proper support for your plant. Tomatoes are definitely my favorite thing to grow in my container garden every summer. Okay, moving on to plant number 2, which is eggplants. Eggplants are fairly easy to grow in containers, and they're very similar to tomatoes. You want a container that is at least 14 inches wide for one plant. As always, the bigger the better when it comes to the container size, as it will allow more time between watering. You'll also want to make sure to mulch around your eggplant, as this will help retain the water better, especially on those hot summer days. You'll want to use a trellis when growing eggplant, as the fruit becomes quite heavy as it grows to full size, and they do need the extra support. Eggplants love heat, and they thrive in temperatures from 21 to 30 degrees Celsius. Keep in mind that temperatures below 10 degrees Celsius will cause the flowers to drop off the plant. Eggplants are such a healthy and delicious vegetable, and they are definitely a staple in my summer container garden. Moving on to plant number 3, which is bush beans. Bush beans work great in containers as they are quite compact and they grow to be about 3 feet tall. It's not necessary to use a trellis when you're growing bush beans, but you can if you want for the extra support. Choose a container that is at least 14 inches wide and place it in a sunny spot outside. Green beans like warm temperatures from 21 to 30 degrees Celsius, and they grow very fast, so you can expect a harvest between 50 to 55 days. Moving on to plant number 4, which is peppers. Anything from jalapeno peppers to bell peppers grow really well in containers. You want to choose a container at least 12 to 14 inches wide and plant only 1 plant per container. Peppers like temperatures from 18 to 30 degrees Celsius, and keep in mind that temperatures over 30 may cause blossom drop to happen. Be sure to move your plant to a shaded area on days you know it's going to be super hot. Peppers can take 60 to 90 days until harvest, and as the peppers ripen, they will change in color from green to yellow to orange, depending on what type of pepper you have. I have to say that nothing tastes better than homegrown peppers. They don't compare to the grocery store, and they're definitely something you want to grow in your container garden. And lastly but not least, plant number 5 is bush cucumbers. A bush cucumber is probably the most difficult to grow of the 5 plants, as cucumbers do need a lot of water, and you need to make sure that your soil never dries out completely. I had a bit of difficulty growing mine this past season, as it got very hot where I live, and my plants definitely suffered a little from this. While I still got a decent harvest off my plant last year, this season I will be using a self-watering planter to make sure that doesn't happen again. Bush cucumbers need a trellis to support it while it grows, and this helps support the cucumbers, as they can be quite heavy when they grow on the plant. Cucumbers need a large size container with proper drainage, at least 16 inches I would say, but as always, the bigger size container the better. This will help retain the moisture in the soil and you won't have to water it as often. Cucumbers like full sun and temperatures from 15 to 30 degrees Celsius. If it does get over 30 degrees Celsius, you want to make sure to move your cucumber into a shaded area as they don't like scorching hot heat above 30. Bush cucumbers are great if you have limited space, but if you do have a little bit more space, you can try a vining cucumber as well. Well, that's it for this video today. I hope if you guys enjoyed this video, you will leave me a like, leave me a comment down below with what you are planning to plant in your garden this spring, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. As always, thank you so much for watching and see you guys in my next video.